Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael. Today I'm going to share with you the recipe on how to make jalapeno poppers. These are the perfect crispy appetizer that can be used at parties, tailgates. We're coming into that season now when we've got a lot of football parties coming up and the holidays are coming into play. And what better appetizer to make than a jalapeno popper? I'm going to get started with those and I'm going to show you how easy this comes together. So let's get started making our crispy jalapeno poppers. And the first ingredient I've got here is cream cheese. I've got an 8-ounce block of cream cheese and we want to make sure that we let this warm up to room temperature. And that's going to be key in making these because that needs to be really soft so that we can get that mixed together so we can stuff those jalapenos. I'm going to set this to the side and let this continue to warm up, and I'm going to work on my other ingredients for my jalapeno poppers. Now I've got my oven preheated now to 375 and I'm going to put my bacon here. I've got 6 slices of thick sliced bacon. I'm going to put that onto this pan here that I've got lined with aluminum foil. I'm going to put that into that oven and I'm going to bake that and crisp that up. That should take about 20 to 25 minutes, but just keep a watch on it to make sure that yours gets crispy. Everybody's oven is going to cook a little bit differently. So this will be the second item that we're going to get prepared for our poppers, and that'll be our 6 slices of our thick sliced bacon. I've got 3 cloves of garlic here, and I'm going to take that and cut these ends off of these, and then I'm going to take the outer skin off of it. Just pop it with the side of your knife, and that outer skin will come off, and I'm going to give this a good mince, and we'll 3 cloves of garlic. I've got my garlic minced up now. I'm going to set that to the side, and I've got some chives here, and I'm just going to thinly slice my chives, and I'm going to need about 3 tablespoons of my chives. All right, I've got my chives chopped up now. We're going to set those to the side, and I'm going to go grab my jalapenos, and we're going to start with those. Now let's start working with our jalapenos. I've got gloves on for this. If you've ever worked with peppers like these before and never touched your eyes, you'll never do it again. So if you're very sensitive to that with these peppers, definitely make sure you put some gloves on because we're going to be working with these, and you definitely don't want to touch your face once you have touched these peppers. Now that we're getting ready to cut the peppers, we're going to cut these right down the side here and cut them right in two. And we're going to leave this end cap on here because we're going to be stuffing it and we want the cheese to stay in there. So as you can, take your knife and we're going to run that down right through the middle of it and cut those right in two. Just like that. Now I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to run that right down in there. We're going to take that white membrane out along with the seeds, and we'll have our jalapenos just like that. And that way they'll be able to accept the filling in there and they won't run out into your stove when we get ready to bake these. So I'm going to continue to work on these, and we want 12 of these, which is going to make 24 of our jalapeno poppers. All right, I'm back and I've got my jalapenos now with the seeds and the membranes taken out of those. I'm going to set these to the side and I'm going to get ready to put my mixture together because my bacon just came out of the oven and it is nice and crispy. Now I'm going to grate some cheese. This is sharp cheddar cheese. We want 1 cup of this, or that's about 100 grams. Now I've got some pepper jack cheese here. I'm going to grate out about 1/2 cup, and that'll be about 50 grams. Now I've got 1/2 cup of plain panko crumbs. I'm going to put that into a bowl here. And I've got 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to put that in there, and that's going to be our coating for our peppers. And we're just going to give that a mix together till that comes together. I've got a plate here. I'm going to put that out onto that plate because I want to be able to take our peppers here in just a minute, and I'll show you what we're going to do with those. So we got a flat surface for those to be able to pick up those crumbs. Now I've got a large bowl here, and I'm going to take my softened cream cheese and I'm going to put that right into that bowl. And you definitely want that soft so we can get that mixed together. If you need to put it into the microwave, you can definitely put it in there, and you can do that on 10 to 15 second bursts. And you can use half power on that, and that'll melt it down just a little bit to bring it up to room temperature. Now I'm going to take my cheese that I've grated here, and I'm going to put that right in on top of that cream cheese. I'm going to add in my garlic. Now I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of my chives. I'm going to leave some on the top so I can garnish it. And I've got my bacon now. That's my 6 slices of my crispy bacon, and I chopped that up. I'm going to put about the equivalent to about 4 strips of the bacon in there into the mixture, and I'm going to leave this other part here for garnish on the top. Now I'm going to do a little salt and pepper here, and that'll be to taste. We'll put just a little bit of the pepper in here, and then we'll add some salt. And then I'm just going to give that a mix together with my spatula. And like I say, if your cream cheese isn't at room temperature and you need to put it into the microwave, you can do that now. That might help that shredded cheese a little bit also. And when you're using your cheese, I would definitely recommend the cheese that you grate yourself. If you get the one that's already pre-grated in the store, that one's got something on it that they put on it for an anti-caking agent, and that doesn't melt as well as the cheeses do that you grate on your own. So definitely, if you can get the cheese in the blocks and grate it yourself, that would be the best way. But if you don't have access to that, you can definitely use the pre-shredded cheese. I've got a baking tray here and I've got a piece of parchment on that. If you've got a silicone mat, you can definitely use that to bake these on, and that would be just as well. I'm going to go grab me some gloves because we're going to now stuff our jalapenos. All right, now we're ready to stuff our jalapenos. As we're getting ready to stuff these, we want to make sure we have that oven turned on to 400 Fahrenheit, or that's about 200 Celsius. And we want to stuff these with your cheese mixture, and you want to make that these are level. You don't want to have these rising over the top, because as these warm up and heat up, that will melt along the sides and it could run out onto your pan there. So definitely when you're filling these up, just fill these up so that they're level with the peppers. All right, that looks good now. I've got my first one done, and we're going to take it and we're going to put it into our panko and just give that a little push around, and that will put a nice crust on the top of that, and that's going to turn nice and golden when that's baked. So this can go onto our parchment paper on our baking sheet, and I'll continue with the rest of my jalapenos. All right, I've got my jalapenos stuffed now, and I wanted to show you what those look like. I got all 24 of them. I got 6 on this tray here, and I was able to get 18 on this one. And now we're going to take some of that chives that we've got there, and we'll just kind of sprinkle that around on the top just a little bit. And we've got a little bit of that bacon. We'll put some of that on the top. We'll sprinkle that around on some of those. This is completely optional. If you don't want to put this on there, you don't have to. All right, I've got my bacon now on the top of these, and if you wanted to, you can make these ahead of time, and then when the day of your event, you could pull them out and then bake them in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and put these into that preheated 400 degree Fahrenheit or 200 degree Celsius oven, and we're going to cook these for about 15 to 20 minutes. We just want that cheese to melt a little bit and get a little bit of browning on the top. Everybody's oven is going to cook a little bit differently, so keep a watch on it, and I'll see you back when these are done. These jalapeno poppers look and taste absolutely delicious. I know you're going to want to try this recipe. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other 2 videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.